Hi guys, and welcome to my new video. Before we start with everything, if you learn something from this video, please make sure to like and comment. It means a lot to me. So, in this video, I'll show you 6 tips to improve conversions on your website. So, let's dive in. Are visitors landing on your website but not converting into customers? So don't worry, you are not alone in this. In this video, I'll share 6 simple fixes that will help increase conversions, sales and engagement on your website. So if you own a business or manage a website, these must-known website optimization tips will help you turn traffic into paying customers. So let's get started with the tips. The first tip is that you need to make your call to action, aka CTA button, clear and visible. Because the problem is that the visitors don't know what action to take on your website. Then maybe your call to action button is small, unclear or hidden. Then you have too many options like learn more, buy from us, contact us now, get in touch. All these buttons confuse users. You don't need too much buttons. So here is a solution for your problem. Use a clear, simple and modern call to action button that stands out more than everything in that section, and be direct with those. You can use, for example, get a free quote, free estimate, get in touch right now, hire me, or something like that. So be direct. What action is doing that button? Make it visually stand out. Use contrast colors, more opacity, large button. Then you can place your call to action button in the top right of the page or below your content. Okay, so this website doesn't have a clean, simple call to action button because it is actually hidden here. I mean, when users join the website, you don't have here call to action. You have call to action here, but it's not standing out from others. And then here, this call to action button is, blended with the text. And the same, it's not standing out more. It doesn't have contrast colors. It's not large, and it doesn't even have anything. Just it's blended with the text. So I'll show you how we can fix that and how I did in this situation. So this is the problem solution for this website. I made 2 call to action buttons that stands out very well, and it attracts users' attention. So when users join your website, it's the first thing that they are going to see, these 2 call to action buttons, because everything in this section is dark and with white text, and then blue buttons. It kills the contrast. So the contrast should be higher for those buttons to make the buttons stand out more. Yeah. So I'll show you once again the difference. Here it has actually 2 call to action buttons, but none of them stands out. So maybe users wouldn't see them. And here is the fix that, so you can see by yourself. So then we go with the second tip, and that is mobile optimization. Over 60% of the traffic comes from mobile phones or maybe a tablet devices. So your website needs to be available on all devices. If your website isn't mobile friendly, the users that came from smaller devices such as phone, tablet or something like that, they'll leave your website immediately. So here is the solution. You can check your website by yourself by writing your link on the phone and check how it looks like. If it's bad or destroyed or the content is not readable or not organized well, then I guess you should be worried about that. Then also from the user's experience, make sure the buttons are enough large to tap on them, because on your phone you need to use your fingers. So make sure it will make easier for users to click on those buttons. Then you should use a responsive design. The text, images and elements should adjust automatically. Okay, so now I'll show you a real example how your website shouldn't look and should look on smaller devices such as mobile phone. So here is an example of how your website should look on mobile phone. You can see the window is destroyed because it's going out of the edges. Then you don't have here some navigation menu. It's called burger menu, so I'll show you in the next design what I mean. Then this text is going outside from the screen, and then you can see this is destroyed there, then it's too big. This text is too big, and you don't have call to action button that is visible. So if your website looks like this on mobile or something, not identically, but something like this, you need to fix your website immediately. And now, this is how this website should actually look on mobile. We have here that burger menu that I mentioned in the previous example. Then the logo is smaller this time, as you can see. You don't have those links because those links are inside this menu. Then the font on this text is smaller and more visible, and the main thing is that this section is not going outside of the edges. So then this content is still smaller but still visible, and this button is same smaller, but it's still clickable. Users can tap with their fingers. And make sure the main heading stands out more than those other headings. So the hidden one should be bigger than everything in this section, so users can immediately read, because in this heading one you are actually telling people with what you are working with. Then we are going with the third tip, which is improve website loading speed. People lose their attention very fast like this, and if your website takes to load a few seconds, 40% of visitors will leave. So you need to work on your website speed if you want to keep visitors on your website. Then a slow website looks unprofessional and drives away potential customers. I guess that's the last thing you want to do with your website. Yeah, but after we know this, that slow loading time makes customers leave sooner, then what's the solution for it? I mean, you need to take some action about that. Then now I'll reveal what you need to do to make sure your website is fast as light. The first thing is that you need to compress all the photos. Basically, the photos taken from mobile phone takes about 1 megabyte, which takes too much space on your website hosting. And then if you have 30 photos like this, you have 30 megabytes just on the photos on your website. Usually websites that has more than 20 megabytes loads slower. So you need to compress your photos. You can use WebP instead of JPEG or PNG. And then you need to compress photos quality without losing the actual quality and beauty of the photo. Then you need to upgrade to a better hosting provider. I'm talking about if you don't have website on the Webflow, you need to find the best hosting possible, because also the key factor of loading speed is hosting. But Webflow doesn't have that problem because Webflow has really secure servers and really fast servers. So if you have website on Webflow, you don't have to worry about the hosting. Then the last thing is that you need to minimize unnecessary scripts and plugins. So the Google prefers a lightweight code. So if you need something, if you disabled some features on a website, you need to do that also in the code. So you should delete unused scripts and plugins if you have on your website. So if you have all these things completed, then your website should be load fast and you won't have problems with something like this. Also, you can use GTmetrix or Google Page Speed Insights to check how your website actually works. Then we're going with the fourth tip, that is showing social proof. If visitors don't see that your service actually works for people, they won't trust you. Believe me. People buy based on recommendations and reviews. So if you don't have customers review, make sure to get that as soon as possible. And here is how you can do that. For example, you can add the reviews of customers and then his name and photo of what you did. It's a good solution for this problem. Then if you work with companies, it will be good to display their logos. And the last thing that you can do is to create case studies. So before and after. Maybe if you are a detailing company, you can show how the car looked before you put hands on it and after you've done and finish everything. Imagine this: if two businesses are doing the same thing and offering the same services, and then one business has 300 reviews on their website or on Google and the other business has 0 reviews, who do you think people would trust more and choose? Think about it. Then when we are finished with the testimonials, we're going to the next tip, 5th tip. that is remove unnecessary directions. Clutter design, too much text, and too many options overwhelm users. And then too many ads and pop-ups push customers away from your website. If you have like click here to get a discount for your next detailing service, for your next auto detailing, or if you have pop-up model, make sure to join our newsletter list. People would not like to see that. And instead of people, also Google doesn't want to see a pop-up menus that is larger than 33% of the screen. So you can put some features on the screen that are smaller than 33% of the total viewport width. For example, you can put in the bottom right live chat, and then Google wouldn't have problem with that. But if you put some big pop-up menu like click here and learn more, Google would not be happy, and people as well. When I've told this, you already have solution, but let's make a quick list what you do to fix all these things. So user can scroll and navigate your website very easy. Reduce executive pop-ups. And the last thing is that to structure your content so it's easy to scan. And then we are going with the sixth tip and last tip for this video, and that is better visuals equals better trust. So the problem is that if your website looks outdated or amateurish, visitors won't trust your business. I mean, if your website doesn't look professional, how do you think people could believe that you are actually professional and good in your job? So if you choose bad colors, poor fonts, low quality images, it creates a bad first impression. So make sure your website, you don't have to build something spectacular, something, extra crazy, but make sure to keep your website at least modern and simple to navigate, to have a better user experience on your website and user interface. Here is a small checklist solution for those problems. Use high quality images and videos. Choose a professional color scheme. Don't choose more than 3 to 4 colors. I usually work with 2 or 3 colors for the whole website, so keep it simple. Users after that could recognize your website more easily if they visited your website previously. And then keep the design consistent across the website. So use the same style for all other pages. So if you use, for example, font style called Poppins, use that on all other pages. So if you use yellow-white color scheme, use that on all other pages. So it's simple, just make your pages consistent in the same design and same everything. After all these things, your website should bring in clients. So I hope I helped you with all these tips, and your website should actually bring in customers, not drive them away. If you want to improve your website and increase conversions, contact me today for a free consultation. So guys, if you enjoyed in this video and learned something new, please make sure to subscribe and like this video. Even if you want, you can comment something. It means a lot to me. And make sure to hit the bell for more website tips. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.